Hello, people of the nets. Welcome to another episode of QUBD. Today, we are
Today,
we got Harry and Sophie.
Woo!
That's the biggest intro I've ever had in my life.
Can you do
Thank you,
that?
everyone. Thank you for having
every time I walk in.
Didn't we do that last time as well?
Yeah.
And then after we were rewatching it, we were like, we're so late.
Why did I do that?
Where's your mic?
I don't have a mic.
You have a mic.
We're sharing
No,
a
they
mic. There's
can
four
share.
mics.
Yeah,
How close
just
does it have to be?
put that
I'm really like going for this.
Nah.
Hello.
Alright.
Snap.
How's everybody doing?
If you want to have a deep
Oh.
voice, you can have it close to you.
Yeah.
Your voice.
Ladies
and
Normalize it.
gentlemen.
Fix it in the post edit.
Just going to give you guys loads of work to do if I just keep doing this.
No, please don't do that.
So, shall we introduce ourselves?
Again?
My name is Sophie.
I haven't watched the first
They're not even
episode.
listening.
Yeah, valid. Well,
True.
I'm here with Mr. Consistent.
Benedict.
Miss
Inconsistent?
Consistent. Sarah.
Sarah.
What?
Mr. PP.
Mr.
Mr. Never Right.
Mr.
Patrick.
Mr. Incorrect.
Mr. Incorrect.
Mr. Incorrect. And then we have
Miss Always Right.
Oh.
Bimbo.
What am I going to
Bimbo.
get?
Bimbo.
Oh,
Bimbo.
Sophie. And
What am
And
uh,
Harry.
And
I? The pause there.
you can edit this out. I was gonna say Mr. Balls, but I don't
I was
think.
gonna say, I was like,
Cut.
say Mr. Balls.
no, we'll keep that in. Mr. Bulls.
Wait,
Harry.
Why Mr. Balls?
No, next question.
I don't think I can follow on from that, to be honest.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Meet me in the onsen sometime. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I will. I will.
We fun.
I'll touch you again. Anyway, how have you guys? We actually haven't seen you in long
A
time.
very
Yeah,
long
very
time.
I don't think I've seen you this year.
No, you haven't. You
No.
haven't. A lot has been going
Yeah. How are you, Patrick?
on. Ask these to be honest.
Yeah, how are you, Patrick?
How am I?
How are you?
No.
No.
You should text her.
I should call her.
Oh. You already have.
To be fair, no, I have.
Oh no.
Oh.
No, just saw how she is, you know. Just
Mhm.
checked it out. Very short conversation. It sucks for the last. Getting better, to be fair, but my god, extra pinch of depression.
Just sprinkled in. Just sprinkled in.
Sprinkled in at all times.
Is this your first breakup?
Proper one, yeah.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
big one.
It hits.
Yeah, I mean,
It hits.
Yeah.
I remember the day me and Benedict moved out of the bungalow. It felt the exact same.
I was thinking you were gonna go into like.
I didn't even move out the bungalow. Forced out. COVID.
You were forced out.
Wait, before
Did
we,
it switch
Quarantine.
off?
Quarantine.
before we talk about that, do you guys want to give a little update on your lives?
Yeah, life update.
Life update.
Harry first.
You
Where
went
are we?
skiing, no?
Oh yeah, I literally went skiing over the weekend. That was nice. Went to Germany. Saw Tim Sung. Tried cross country skiing. Crashed.
How did you? Hang on, isn't cross country skiing? Walking on skis. How did you? Crash?
Well. That's what I thought. So the skis are like that thin,
Mm.
and they like unclip at the back, so you can like kind of like waddle a bit. And you're in like train tracks, so you're, like recessed into the snow, and the skis have no edges. So going up is fine. You like kind of walk, and the ski grips, and you kind of just go.
Oh, it's got like a thing on.
It's
the
got
bottom,
texture on the
doesn't it?
bottom,
Got,
so
like,
yeah, kind of, yeah. So you're going up, and it kind of like but going down, you could just basically lock into these train tracks and just hold on for dear life.
Oh, there's no edge, nothing. You're just
No edge, you're just there, kind of following, and then eventually, like if it's going around a corner, or like it gets too steep, the kind of train track things they just stop, and it spurts you out onto the slope. And the problem is, like normally you go into a nice snow plow, the edge is cut in, and you feel in control.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Snowplowed this year.
Snowplow's a good technique to slow us down. You kind of do that with the skis, nothing really happens, and you're just there like your feet are like shaking
no
around.
edge.
There's no edge. So I fell a few times. So did Will. He hurt his ribs, bless him. And yeah,
Why is it? Why,
Well
why
done
is
for
everyone
doing
so
it.
like just gets injured skiing? You got
It's quite
I didn't
dangerous.
injure myself
no,
skiing.
Salmon injured you, to be fair.
Yeah.
Jade,
Yeah.
the most
Well,
the
that is an
least epic
injury.
fall and just torn ACL.
I still haven't been allowed to release the footage of
I
the
think
crash.
we should release it as part of this podcast.
I've got a 5-second.
Footage here.
I've got a 5-second loop.
That's incredible. Although it is very uneventful. I've seen the footage. Sophie,
Well, what has been going on with me?
what's been popping?
My frontal lobes developed finally, and I know this because I like olives now, and I've joined a book club.
I didn't
So,
know
I thought
the love of olives was here.
I thought this day would have come until I was in my 30s, but here I am. So
What, the olives or the book
the book
club?
club, the book club.
I thought you meant the
In the
olives.
club.
What morning did you wake up?
You're fair.
What morning did you wake up and thought, fucking love an olive? You just woke up, you're like,
Honestly, it was like a switch. I just like tried it, and I was like, "Wait, this is actually good. This is good."
and then you correlated that straight away.
Yeah,
Like,
so that's how I know.
holy shit. What the fuck?
My world has changed. But yeah.
Nice. New frontal lobe.
Yeah, been exercising a lot.
So that's what that was.
You can feel it. You don't even need to. I don't need to touch you. You can just feel the presence.
I can just feel the aura.
The aura.
I'm going to Japan.
When?
May. May to the
Perfect
8th
time.
of June.
It's kind of like a year after we went.
Your birthday. Yeah, similar to you guys.
Makes sense. It was like not too
It's
hot
like
yet.
28 to 30.
Yeah.
It's
Which
supposed
was
to get
nice.
hot.
It gets really hot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm going with my friend Evie, who's my uni friend, and she doesn't watch anime or like all that sort of stuff, so she doesn't know the culture too well. So I was like, okay, here's a
kinda like me, to be fair.
gentle introduction to it, and
First day.
then I sent her your vlog.
First day,
Akihabara.
sack shot. Japanese.
Straight into it.
Or 4
I don't
a.m.
even need to travel that far. Just
No.
go into Donkey.
Just go 4
Oh,
a.m.
yeah, it has the little
Donkey,
section.
Hammered.
Is that how it works?
Soon. Donkey is 20
I need to see this
Huh?
episode.
Wait, did you?
Oh no.
Did you record
Let's
Donkey?
see this.
I don't remember that.
I think you weren't there because it was just me, Abashan, and
Yeah,
Anika,
thank
you
God.
went there.
and left. And
Thank
we just-
God.
4 a.m. we walk into Donkey and we're like, donkey, donkey, and we're just walking around and we just go to like the floor map because it's like 9 floors, and we spot we're just like Tenga floor.
Denga. A whole
Let's go.
floor.
We go up, whole floor just section. By the way, 4 a.m. we're hammered, so obviously we're walking around picking all sorts of shit up.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And you
That's
saw the
like-
video.
That's like when we went to Amsterdam and we went to the erotic museum.
Erotic museum. That was very good.
Wasn't it? When we went to Amsterdam. When we went to Amsterdam, we went to, what is it called? Is it the peep shows?
The peep show.
The peep show,
And we
yeah.
going in pairs. Me and my mate John, him and Abashan, and we just
Me
looking
and
at each
Jay.
other.
I went with Annika last time.
Yeah,
And she was just like, "What's going on?" I was just there, just like creasing myself.
Jade was looking at me and I was like, Jade, what are you doing?
What are you paying
This
for?
was so much.
What do you mean, Sophie?
I
What are
know.
you doing?
I'm
paying
making
for this.
money.
I just turned her around and there's just like an ass walking past. That's everything to do with me. We went to a ball.
We
Is
did.
that what I was gonna
Yeah.
ask?
In the Barbican.
What was, I was
Pink
gonna say, you
Conservatory.
two getting fancy with it.
I get fancy.
Mm.
Living the life that you've been dreaming of.
Yeah.
We've-
What ball was it?
It was the Bartlett ball. So you know how
UCL
my
architecture.
roommate is at the Bartlett at the moment. So she invited me. Harry got a ticket through because he's an alumni.
UCL number 1.
Oh, it's like a UCL
Wait,
thing.
what?
We
Is it
can
UCL?
we can
Yeah.
still access the student union.
Bartlett, UCL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just its
Like a
own
flat
department.
in
Opposite
Bartlett
Phineas.
architecture.
Yeah. And so we went, and it was really nice because they spent all the money on the venue because, like, they said there would be dinner. And,
Oh, it's always like that.
and we got there, and it was
Uni
just little
events.
canapes.
Yeah, classic uni
Just
events.
little canapes.
But like that big.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Like
and
that.
it was like a ganoush on a little cracker.
Yeah.
I don't even know what barbecue is.
It's like an aubergine hummus, I guess is a good way to describe it.
I definitely drank way more than I ate.
Yeah.
And there was like free wine and stuff. And there was people from all different years. So like post-grad all the way to first years. And you could tell. Because the first years were on the side throwing up.
Yeah, someone
In the
passed out.
barbecue.
In the barbecue.
Yeah, throwing up like almost next to like on the plants, which
was
are,
so-
you know, then they stopped serving alcohol.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we were smart because we found out where the canopies were coming from. So
We went to the source.
We went to
Sauce. Straight to the
sauce.
sauce.
And then we said that, and I was like to Harry, right, how do we give off canapé energy? And he was like, just imagine you're a tiny spring roll.
They were serving tiny spring rolls for
Yeah.
context. But just if you imagine as being the
Is
spring
that how
roll,
you attract the canapé?
Yeah.
Be the canapé.
Be the
canapé.
Be the canapé.
You're attracted what you are. What was you guys? How was you?
Oh, we're doing loads of stuff, especially coming up. I'm going to Thailand in a bit.
oh,
We're getting a new
nice.
bathroom.
Getting
Oh,
a new
nice.
bar.
Two very different
Everything's
things,
happening.
But I'm very excited for
Let's
this.
That's
focus on the
good.
bathroom. That's really what I'm here for.
The current bathroom,
Terrible.
you've seen it.
Well,
this building is just so old. It
Yeah.
hasn't been touched since. And even I'm pretty sure when they did it like 50 years ago.
They did.
Poor
Yeah.
job. But anyway, new bathroom while I'm away in Thailand. So I come back.
Oh,
Fresh out.
fabulous.
I was a bit confused when I went in and the shower was attached to the sink.
Yeah, it's been like that for 3-4 months.
Just to
Nice.
explain, the way we're showering at the moment with Benedict is sometimes together. Let's point that out.
Safe water, cost of living crisis.
And basically, the electric shower broke. So I went on Amazon. I was like, I can solve this. We just connect like a splitter onto the actual tap because the bath and like the tap and the the sink is near each other. So I did that, and I was like, I'm not taking risks. Bought a 5 meter long hose. So I just bought the longest hose that I could find. That's why there's so much hose just hanging down. And anyway, yeah, we're showering from the sink, but with a proper shower.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Ingenuity.
Do you get to design it?
No.
Hmm.
We get to have it cheap.
Yeah.
Nice.
You get to use it.
We've got some random Vietnamese Asian geezer. Proper roadman accent.
Really?
I love that.
Got that slight hint of Vietnamese in the accent, but just a proper geezer.
Proper geezer.
Came in, he was just like,
Where did
what
you
the
find
fuck
him?
is
Yeah, what is going on in this?
So good. It's kind of like Benny's Dead, but even more of a geezer.
Yeah.
And then Thailand?
Thailand, I'm going on Friday.
Oh
That's
my
what-
god, that's so exciting.
Yeah, for like 2.5 weeks. So
You're
I'm
going by
gone.
salmon?
No, so actually I'm going, well, technically going on my own,
Oh.
but I'm
Let me
gonna,
stop
Wait,
that.
pause.
Oh.
Pause.
pause.
Cut.
You should have done that with the with the whipped cream and the sent it flying.
Like, who are you going?
Unpause.
Action!
Why
Really hit myself.
you keep
Why you just keep
It's a hard, biggest slap. So I just bought it to hang out with Nikhil essentially because he's obviously traveling for the whole
he's
year.
down there.
Mm.
But then turns out my friend from work that I drive to work with, Tilly, she's there as well. So I'm gonna see Tilly for like 5 days, a few days on my own. Nikhil, we might get a scuba license.
Oh,
We'll
that's
see.
cool.
So I'm going like
Yeah.
all across, do a bit of a vlog. That's why I bought this camera as well.
Mm.
Just hanging around.
That's so
nice.
fun.
But I'm very
It's such a
excited.
classic, like, break up, go traveling.
Everyone you meet in a
Solo
hostel has just
traveling
broken up with
hits
someone.
after a breakup.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I was just like, all right, Nikhil, when are we going? What? It happened in December. February, I had a ticket. Of like a start of Feb.
Yeah, because that's what Salmon's doing too.
Yeah.
Except, I think he's not going anymore.
He's not going.
So
Oh,
he's
really?
cancelled it because of his Crohn's. He wants to get his like treatment started earlier.
Oh,
It's really annoying.
that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
But lady boys,
There's one reason you're going.
Lady boys.
Experience the culture.
You got. It's a local cuisine. Come on, like you got to taste the local cuisine.
Ew.
Sorry.
Oh,
Cut that out.
No, that's staying.
What's on the menu?
Oh no.
You know what that reminds me of? You know when like we were like, was it 18 or we were 19? We went out all night rave. We get home. It's like 6 a.m. and Chai just posts in the chat breakfast and it's just a
Yeah.
plate with one grape and a cigarette. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, and then I'll see what I go from there. I've been doing a lot of other bits, like trying to get apply to a season job in Japan to go skiing. So
Damn.
I've been
cool.
emailing a company.
Wait, you should be a ski instructor.
I've been thinking about something like that. For the minute, I kind of want to just do a season, hopefully, try and get a job out there. So I emailed them, but you know when like sometimes you email the company, and I emailed their HR, and they were like, look on our website for a job, and I was like, listen, I spent so much time writing this like email about like what I've been doing in the French Alps and all my experience. Like, can we like have a conversation? They're like, look on our website for a job, and I was like, there's nothing on there. I'm trying to make a job. But anyway, yeah.
After seeing that, though, I'm a bit concerned about you.
Yeah, what's he going to come back with?
A lady boy.
I had these like, because I'm an interior designer, and I work with like construction people sometimes. And there was these 2 construction workers who went to Thailand, and they had a great time. And I was like, oh, so how was it? And they were all like, hee hee, giggly. And then, and then someone brought up like ladyboys. And then the guy, one of the guys who went was like, oh yeah, like we saw them. And then the friend was like, oh, like they're so weird and blah blah. Like, there's like they're those type of people. But then the guy just turns around and goes, how would you know if you've not tried it yet?
Respect.
It was such a good clap back.
So that's your 2.5 weeks sorted. Itinerary done.
Yeah, literally. And lastly, I applied to be a pilot at British Airways. They're doing a pilot program.
That's cool.
So far, application is going well. I'm pretty sure that they probably call me for an interview, and we'll see where it goes.
Wow.
I assume it's a lot of like training beforehand. They're not just going to put you in a plane.
Yeah,
and
they
go.
pay for the training.
Off you go.
That's why I applied.
Yeah,
so they would
that's
pay
really
for
cool.
it.
Oh, really?
And I'll see if I get through the interview. I'll figure out if I actually want to do it. And then if I'll measure it all up essentially, but I'm not worried about measuring it now because let's get it first and then refuse if I don't want it.
That's
Free
so
flights.
cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking free flights.
Hello.
flights?
Friends and family discounts. Apparently.
Wow.
First class?
First class.
You can get, I'm
Oh,
sure you can get
In the cockpit.
If you ask nicely.
Oh, don't tempt me.
And then how are you, Sarah?
We're also traveling soon. We're
Oh,
going
yes.
to
Is it Taiwan?
Switch sides.
We're going to Taiwan and then Hong Kong. He's gonna meet my parents.
Oh, no pressure.
more scared than
Whoa,
me.
big step.
Yeah, I'd be scared of introducing you to my mum. Oh, wow. I was.
Because my parents are quite judgy.
You need to prepare.
You need to
You need to prepare.
Yeah, on your best behaviour.
He hasn't even been trying to learn Cantonese
have.
yet. Say something.
Are you gonna ask? Well, you know what?
That was perfect.
Gong, yeah?
That sounded like English. That sounded like English.
不知道. That's not even Cantonese. That's Mandarin.
Come on, give us something.
The
What?
parents are like,
do you want me
get
to
this
say?
man away.
Give the term that you.
How are you gonna greet my parents?
Oh.
Probably would
don't
do.
know.
Wow, see?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have 2 weeks.
You're
Yikes.
finished.
You know, you can teach me.
You can translate.
I've tried.
I can speak. It's fine.
You can understand.
Ligo yon Hey,
Hey, what?
hey, Bindle.
What? Dong?
Oh, I don't know. Like... Your
Hello?
one, by the way,
Still
sounds...
sound.
Your one sounds so English.
Yeah.
I have an
Oh,
English
yeah,
accent.
we have a really
Sumi Mason, mate.
That's unbelievable.
That's Japanese.
No, I know.
But yeah, that's what's been up. What else?
Just meet the parents.
Yeah,
You want to play badminton?
tomorrow.
We haven't played badminton yet.
We're playing badminton tomorrow.
Let me tell you what they've been doing. They've been sitting here playing Stardew Valley.
Great game.
Non-stop.
Great game.
Oh, I've been hanging out with my family a lot more, like my cousins and stuff, and they have this Switch with this game. It's not a
Oh,
physical
that game was
card.
so
You have to
good.
download it on the software. It's so good, and we've been
On the
meeting up
software.
every week
On the
because it's
software.
What is it called?
Boomerang Food.
Oh,
We have that.
Wait, have you got it?
Yeah, we
It's
got
not
it.
a card thing.
It's not a
It's
card.
so good.
No,
No,
it's
as in
not
you
a
have
physical card.
yeah,
that
you
you
know
buy,
the
just-
card that
She was
you
just trying to explain how online
How you install
how
games.
to
Download
On the software.
We have that.
We have it.
We can play it later.
On the so- you have it on the
Hang
software.
on. Can we rewind to
On
the
the
Miss
software.
Bimbo?
It's been
What was I saying? I said, well, you could just download more RAM or something.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Let me just download the RAM.
No! Oh no!
Huh?
Have you never been on that website? Have you never been on that website? Downloadmoreram.com.
That's a that's a website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! Don't look at me like I'm a fool.
Link.
Link here.
Don't
Who are
don't
our
download anything
sponsors
from it.
today?
Downloadmoreram.com.
Benedict.
Swallow it.
Downloadmoreram.com.
I don't know if that's the real URL. Might have to check that.
Well, it has to be trip.com, surely. You're going travelling. I'm going travelling. There you go, and we're going far.
Why am I not going travelling? I feel a bit left
You
out.
just
now.
came back from Germany.
I was there for 4 days.
So where are you going?
Actually, I'm going to New York later this year. So yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
when?
I just wanted
When
to,
did
like,
you go
worm
to
out.
New York?
When?
Or yeah.
End of August, my uni mate is getting married.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
So yeah, upstate New York.
Oh,
Is Max?
New
Max is getting
York.
married. So a group of us are going over, and I will probably be very drunk at his wedding. I can imagine. And see New York.
Is it the first time in the USA?
I've been to Florida when I was like 10.
Like Disney World.
Yeah, Disneyland, Universal Studios, all of that. But this is like first time in New York.
You know what? That's what I've been doing more recently. A lot more drinking going on.
Yeah.
This smells like depression.
And I was at the pub the other day, and they were like, "Yeah, you've been coming to the pub a lot more with us." And I was like, "What the fuck else am I going to do? Sit at home?"
Watch me and Sarah
Cry.
play Stardew
Yeah,
Valley.
watch you
Just
play.
Oh,
Oh, you know what we've been doing?
Stardew Valley.
He's been screencasting his phone.
Oh,
onto
like the
New
committee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Live hit.
Yeah.
Don't spoil that.
So fun.
Whoa.
Coming soon.
coming soon. What? I missed it. No.
I do want to see your hinge.
Oh God. Fine. You can see after.
Okay.
So how is your
Let's not talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah. How is it
going?
going?
I hate and love that app. It's awful.
I feel like everyone has the
That-
same
No, it's just the
reaction
algorithm
to it.
is ass
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
try to get you to pay for it. So they just show
Pay to
not to
play.
be horrible. they show you clap people.
No, they learn what you like and then
Oh,
put
so
them
Patrick
on a
likes
page
clap
where you have to pay for it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
star page,
So they know.
wonderful,
They know what you want.
Wonderful.
Curated perfectly.
curated. And the thing
They
is,
know,
like,
but they're gatekeepers.
this is the thing. The first 2 days of downloading it, it works perfectly fine. You're like, this is wow. What is everyone complaining about? And then like the third day gets worse.
Yeah.
Fourth day, awful. And I don't understand because in the first 2 days I already got like 4 or 5 matches,
Yeah.
but the algorithm was like, nah, mate,
Nah, not anymore for you.
get
You've
back
got
in-
enough.
Get back in your league. Get out of here. What are you doing here? But you can like trick it. It's
Trick it.
well, like it's weird. Like if you set the like age and distance to be very specific. You're like
Mm.
1 mile, 23 to 24.
Mm.
It's normal again.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Reddit, big up Reddit.
Big up
for
Reddit.
info, because I'm not paying because their
Yeah.
prices are out.
Isn't it like 20 quid a month?
Yeah.
It's
more than that.
Well, it's just preying on. It's 15 quid a week.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
It's like nearly 40 quid a month.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Netflix,
That's too much.
Pornhub's free.
Can't argue with that, can you? Can't argue with that.
That's a,
You're gonna have to edit that out.
No.
That's a free advertisement. They should sponsor us.
Pornhub, give us a sponsorship.
Benedict paid for him.
Yeah, he had to pay for Hinge.
Is that how you met Sarah? Through the page?
No.
He got shadow banned.
I got shadow banned.
For what?
I got shadow banned. Jimmy took my phone and messaged this girl.
Ah.
What did he
Say
say?
then-
no more.
And then nothing happened for like a month. And then I paid for it. And then after that, it was fixed.
Ah.
So I think I just got shadow banned.
Mm.
To be fair,
Yeah.
like, because we work in tech, I always like wonder, like, in some office block somewhere, they're like making these decisions for like, how can we like hook people into these apps?
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun. But like, how can we hook people into these apps? Like, that's conscious decisions, and they're like someone's writing conscious, like it's data analytics, really.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of weird. Like,
It's-
there's a load of people in a room just going, how can we
How can we get
like
lowly?
like it's like Hansel and Gretel, isn't it? Like just putting the things down, which is
Bait
kind of
them.
baiting, which is just a weird thought.
Min-max.
The worst part about the dating
Yeah.
apps, though, especially like something like Hinge, which is like now like known to be the one,
Mm.
they can do whatever they want. And
Yeah,
they're just preying on loneliness, which is insane.
That's so sad.
aren't they
Because,
all
like,
owned by
because,
one
like,
company?
I'm obviously never gonna pay for it. I think in social situations I could meet someone in person as well if I just went out more, that sort of thing. But think about the amount of people that like just wouldn't or have this sort of confidence like outside of that sort of like.
Especially when you leave uni, right? Like the amount of people you meet that you've never met before drops drastically. So it's like, what else are you gonna do if you
Yeah.
like move to a new city or?
You pay £15 a week.
Yeah.
that's what you do apparently. But yeah, insane.
I'm glad it's not me.
Me too.
They probably have so much first party data. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the data. They got all my biometrics,
Your height.
my height, my face.
What did you say your height was?
I'm 6'2".
Okay.
He doesn't need to lie.
Yeah.
I'm 5'11".
So you just, what am I supposed to lie about? It's like 7.
7 foot.
Just an absolute giant.
No, I know so many people who lie about their height.
Why though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
So
always
many
the
people
short
see my
ones.
profile and be like, well, what height did you put? You should put higher. So what?
What was that?
Yeah. I don't get, how tall are you?
Huh?
How tall are you?
5'8".
Oh, that's
Uh-huh.
fine. Yeah. Do you put that in your
Oh,
like?
I put
I
5'8".
told, tell people you're 5'7".
You do give off 5'7" energy.
What do you mean? You're the same height as Jade.
Oh, stop.
Jade is like 5.
Five.
Yeah,
Yeah, how
it's
tall
just
actually
fine.
I
is?
think
Is
she's
she
She's 5'2".
She's 5'2",
Yeah.
Wow.
but she seems smaller.
She does give off.
5'2"'s pretty small.
You know what's one of my favorite things to do is being at like an event
Yeah.
and then just going down to Jay's level to see what she sees.
And he's like, this
I mean,
sucks.
when we do it, we're like, this is awful.
Awful.
You can't literally people's backs.
Next time you should lift her up to our height so she can see what it's like to be us.
Nah.
Nah.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't want to know.
You
What's,
don't-
you
don't
don't
wanna
want to
know.
know what's on top of the fridge.
that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true.
Those videos are so cute of like lifting
The dog.
babies or the dogs
Oh.
up to see the
Yeah.
top shelf of the
First,
fridge.
no, yeah, you see the cute ones. Have you not seen the ones where it's just like showing my dog something he's never seen before? 2 girls, 1 cup. It's just, and the dog is just there, like,
Just instantly.
just like you know when like the dogs have like wide open eyes, they're just staring at this laptop.
PTSD for the dog.
I get the ones where it's like showing my baby things it's never seen before, and it's like taxes.
Tax evasion.
Not doing that, by the way.
Should we say how we all met?
How we all met.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we never really finished our introductions, did we?
Let's do a Harry one because it's quick because we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
Oh, we have,
I've
yeah.
been referenced before.
Yeah.
I can't really remember what you
If
said.
you've
but
come from episode 1, then you'll know that Benedict talked about at UCL meeting.
Trying to meet.
What did
I'm
you
trying
say?
to meet
Yeah.
some
Friends.
Some brothers.
friends.
Some brothers.
I tried the Chinese brethren. They turned me down. So I found Harry.
Thank you. I was the chosen one.
Yeah, he was the chosen one. Mr. Ethnically Ambiguous.
Racially ambiguous is what they call me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Precious
So
for
what
giving me
are
that
you?
nickname.
What are you?
What level? Spiritual, philosophical?
What are you, white boy?
What kind of white are you?
Let's have a vote in the chat.
Yeah. Vote.
Pause. Battery change.
Action.
We're back.
Unpause.
Pause.
Unpause.
Anyways,
Anyway, I'm the one that Benedict chose.
Harry's the
Wait.
chosen
What
one.
And my life's been downhill ever
The
since.
chosen white boy.
What was it in your point of view? Like, what did you think? When
It was
you
me and
met
Ralph
him?
that came up.
Was I standing with Zach? And was it outside Royal
Yes.
Galleon Sea?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember
Yeah.
this because I was just like,
You were hanging out with Zach.
I was chatting with Zach, who I'd just like spoken to earlier in the week, maybe, or the day. And then I just turn around and these two guys strolling over, Benedict, looking so
Young
cool
star.
with a massive,
man in skinny jeans.
massive
Over.
bowl cut Benedict. You had a bowl cut back then, right?
Did I?
I don't know. I'm just
I
assuming.
thought I was
think you had
growing it out.
you had the
It
fun
wasn't.
hair.
It wasn't fully. I was trying to grow my hair out like
You-
longer.
the
It was like
main,
in the
yeah,
awkward phase. Yeah.
the main image I have in my head is of Ralph, because Ralph's like, I think he's like 5'2" as well. He's short,
Yeah.
but his backpack is massive. So he
Massive.
massive. So he looks like a turtle. It's like this massive bag, and the strap's like really long, and it was like kind of weighing him down.
And the first lecture,
And then
you fell over in his chair.
we were just at the back row, and
Sit
there's
in the back
yeah.
row. Second back row.
second from back
We
row,
always
yeah.
sat in the second from back row.
And then he,
Minus aura points.
and at that point, we all decided friends for life.
Yeah.
wow.
Oh,
Sorry.
So how long ago was that?
7.5
God,
years ago, I
7
think.
yeah, 7.5 years.
And
ago.
you then didn't have accommodation at that
Yeah,
point,
I
and then
didn't.
you moved into Max Rain.
Yeah, I
where
was sleeping on
there.
Ralph's floor
That's
for
it,
4
yeah.
days, and then I moved into Max Rain.
Joined the gang.
You should have stayed on Ralph's floor.
That's
I've sat on that bed. Your bed was your mattress was fucked. I remember when I met him going to his
So
room.
bad.
4 people sitting on this man's bed, and it's the creakiest, most metallic feeling mattress. I don't know how he slept on it for that long.
I think they built that block in like the 60s or something, and then they just never touched it.
Yeah, they did it once you left.
Yeah, they changed the common room. What actually happened? I was ground floor facing like the front of the block, so as you like came into Max Rain, you probably go past my room. And one day I was just sat there working away, doing some uni work. Just looked
That's
at
what you do at uni.
yeah, a good student, hard working, on the grind. I just look out the window. There's just a man there, and he just goes, "Hello. I used to stay here when I was a student in this flat that you're in. Can you let me in?" And then his daughter came out, who was also like in Max Rain as well, so it made a bit more sense. But I just let him into my flat. It was like, it's the exact same.
The 60-year-old man.
Yeah, and I think he went there in the 80s or something. And yeah,
Did they refurbish it after we left?
they refurbed the
During
common
COVID.
room, and they did the
Oh.
toilets before we joined. So my brother, 4 years before, was also in the same accommodation, and it was dire back then. That they invested a little bit of money for us so that we wouldn't die. Yeah. But the really funny story. No, actually, you weren't at Comic Con, were you?
No.
Because how do you know Benedict?
Second Comic Con.
You went
When
to
you were at
Comic.
the second
You went to
Comic-Con?
Comic
I
Con.
went to one.
Yeah.
Because-
We went to. I met Annika at one Comic Con,
Numero dos.
and then a year later, like we hadn't spoken a year. We were going Comic Con again. And we're like, oh, look at that person we met last year. We hit them up, see if they're going Comic Con as well.
Yeah.
And you were there the second time, weren't you?
She
I
never
think I
told me
already
she went to a
knew you
Comic-Con.
by then.
don't think so.
No, I did.
Oh.
This is a bad origin story. Sorry, guys.
No, let's tell it properly.
We didn't
When did
prepare.
we first meet then?
The
Someone knows what
origins.
was going on.
I
So
don't.
our
I didn't fucking know you.
Yeah. Who the fuck are
Who the
you?
fuck
The-
were you?
the origin story has been talked about previously.
True.
But
You
Sophie
guys don't
wasn't.
know yet.
Oh.
What? Oh, in
So it's
Annika's
not out yet,
episode.
yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, Comic Con numero
Yeah.
Numero
uno.
dos.
So
Dos.
Numero
Annika, as you saw in the previous episode, plug.
I'd love it
Um,
if right now you said it's something that we just did not talk about.
No, so
Referencing
Annika
nothing.
went to Comic Con, met Benedict. I knew Annika through school,
Yeah.
and this is how I remember it. I was going to meet Annika. It was like a summer, it was like GCSE summer. I was gonna go meet her, and she was like, I'm actually meeting up with these other people that I met from Comic Con as well. Do you want to come? And I was like, okay, like we might as well all go together. And I think we were in Leicester Square, and as usual, and there was this free K-pop concert going on.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, and I had no idea who it was. I didn't listen to K-pop, and I was just like there for the vibes. And I met you guys for the first time, and then I think after that we hung out the whole
The whole
summer.
yeah.
And we were 15, so it's been like 10 years.
Yeah.
That is madness.
And then we just like
We were
kept meeting
latecomers.
up,
Yeah.
even though
But
I lived in
we were
North
the
London,
chosen
We
and they lived
we
in
just
South.
spawned in.
I mean, back in those days,
Kinda
it was-
did.
we had the zip card, so it was £1.50
Yeah.
for a day travel card in London.
Oh, because
Honestly,
you were under 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
that's
so
unreal.
good.
So cheap.
Now it's what, £16
It was
with
like
the raise?
£13 for me for a return. If you
Depends what zones you're going to.
Yeah, zone 5. Yeah.
The
Back
best
then
thing
it was all zones.
when we went to like Masato, was it last year? And then she ordered like a bento box.
Oh my god.
And then you say
So I used to go to Masato ages ago. Always get the salmon bento box. It was amazing. £10 easy. I go there like last year, so it's been like 9 years, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get the salmon bento box I always get. I looked down at the menu. It was £26.
you had one crisp tenner in your pocket ready to spend it.
£26. And then I went there earlier this year, so like a month ago. £29
Oh my
Wait,
God.
it was 29.
for a bento box. And I was like, I spoke to the woman and I was like, I'll have this. But back in my day,
You pulled it back in my day.
Back in my day.
The ripe
I
old
had
age of
to- I
25.
had to.
No, but that's 30 quid's a dinner out.
I
A night
know.
out. There's so many things you can do with
Yeah,
30
you can do
quid.
a
There's
lot.
a.
That is
Let me come. I was trying to come up with something weird.
Inflation.
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 But yeah, what good old days we used to have. We used to go like Trafalgar Square at
LV.
night.
Oh yeah.
We would go LV and we would go Trafalgar Square at night, and like we would just lie down on the floors and like stargaze.
You can't see anything in
It's on
London.
concrete.
It's on
What,
the
on the-
concrete.
I wouldn't do it
Yeah,
nowadays.
you
in
climb
London.
onto
I would
the,
not
you
do
climb
it
onto,
now.
like
Too disgusting.
The lions.
The lion.
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you
yeah. That
just
bit
sat
is
there,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just like look at the stars. The stars.
The stars.
yeah,
yeah.
the, like,
Stars.
yeah,
The
one star.
pollution.
Yeah.
UFOs, mate. Heard it here first.
Huh?
What?
so. How did you two meet then?
We met.
I don't remember the exact first time we met each other.
Well,
Just a
Benedict.
house
Wasn't it probably in
Probably, no?
first year?
Probably.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I
Second
don't
year
remember.
house party.
Benedict is the glue of the group. So we all met each other through Benedict.
He's the black hole of the group, I'd call it.
Black
He does consume a lot of my time and attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We don't need him to keep us together, but he pulls everyone in into the zone.
We have no choice.
Into the Ben zone.
Into the
benzo.
And
We've
then
been
you can't
benzoed.
get out. You can't.
I've tried.
Stronger
So
than the
hard.
friend zone.
Sorry, I'm just contemplating my life.
So we met through Benedict,
Yes.
and we met 5 years ago
Yeah, it was probably like
through mutual friends.
5-6 years ago.
And now we're together.
5 years later.
Playing the long game.
By the way, there's a skip. It's not. They didn't get together.
Do you want to
5
go
years
into
ago.
it? We have.
Do we want to go
Time
into
skip.
it? Okay.
Where should we start?
So we knew of each other, obviously. We were like,
She knew
In
like
the-
me as the really
we
cool
were
guy.
always in the periphery.
Racially ambiguous.
What was your first impression of Harry when you first met him?
I don't remember the
Oh.
first time we met him.
No.
Oh.
It was
I
probably
wish I did.
on a night out, to be honest.
Damn.
The first thing I
think-
remember you being at for sure was your New Year's party in second year.
I was too drunk.
that
2019.
Oh yeah, you were the last one to arrive and passed out and threw up.
Yeah.
Before midnight.
Don't expose
So
me.
I think by the time I got there, you were passed
Yeah.
out. You
That's
weren't
also-
far behind, young man,
I was not.
and I had to look
Yeah.
after you that night.
Yeah, whoops.
Oops.
The first earliest memory that I can remember
Mm.
is being in the bungalow, and we were just in the dining room, just chilling, and then Harry walks in, and I
Like
was
boxers.
like, oh.
Who are these annoying people here again?
But I thought, oh, he's pretty cute. He seems like a nice guy, but that was it.
I was playing a long
He's
game.
a slow burner.
Yeah,
It was
slow
a
burn.
burner.
Slow burner.
And then.
It kind of continued like that.
We would just like say,
We were both in separate relationships as well at the time, I think.
Yeah.
And then it was about a year ago now that we went skiing.
Yeah, still very
We went
recent,
ski
really.
trip. Yeah, last
Yeah.
year.
You started having a crush.
I had a crush on Harry because he was such a green flag.
Ah.
Once Sophie realised that she wants a reliable man, looked at Harry and was like,
You're reliable.
"That's a Toyota. That's what I need."
The dream. I've always wanted to be compared to a Toyota. Prius.
That was so good.
That was perfect. You can't even plan for that.
I never thought I would describe Harry as a Toyota.
We had a cat, so yeah, we stole a cat in the bungalow. We used to let like local cats in, and we had to name them. So I think
Oh, I remember.
Scott did an Instagram poll, and I remember it was Ziad who replied just with the words Toyota Prius.
So we called it.
Oh wait,
Toyota
I accidentally
Prius.
made a reference to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why, and then we shortened
it did to Toto.
Toto.
Oh,
That's
why it
that's
was
where it came
Toyota.
from.
Yeah.
Toyota Prius.
And then we had another cat, Toto, short for Toyota Prius.
Yeah.
Then we had another cat, and we were like, well, we've got to keep the car theme going, haven't we? Land Rover Defender. Shortened.
Lando.
The Lando.
Nice.
Great times.
Where were we? What were we talking about?
Yeah, then you went
Sophie
skiing.
had a crush on you.
I did have a crush on
Little
you.
did I know.
You had a crush on me for 5 years.
I can't put that in video.
Okay. We went on this ski trip, and I was like, "Oh, it's time to make my move."
It's time.
It's time.
There she was,
Step in.
clipped into her little skis.
What was
It's
like
time.
this time last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, February last year.
Yeah. However, we never skied with each other because I was new to skiing. So I was always on the green slopes, blah, blah. He was off in the black slopes. So I never saw him
Living
skiing.
life.
So the only time I could move to him was like on the nights out, you know?
Sophie's
And
like,
then
damn, I should have learned that to ski.
skiers.
Skiers falls over.
We did go to the Folly Deuce together. Like, but it was a
Yeah.
big group.
What
Yeah,
an
we
awful
had-
place.
We
I
had
love it.
such a big group that
I
it
love
was not very easy to like be one-on-one. And there was one time we were in a club,
Oh god. the
and then
video.
Harry.
in the club.
So he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go," and he was going by himself,
Oh, I
and
remember
I
this,
was
yeah.
still lit. I was like,
That is a
was
quote.
still
That
lit.
But then because he was going, I was like, oh, this
nothing
is my
left.
chance. This is my chance to talk to him.
Wow, sorry. Drink in hand.
no.
Hey!
Don't go.
No.
So I was like, I'm coming.
I remember because like I said it on the dance floor of Igloo. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go home because, prioritize skiing, the most important thing of a ski trip.
Exactly.
And then you said, I'll go too. And then you just grabbed my hand and just dragged me through the crowd. I'm just there like, oh.
It's happening! It's happening! It's 5 years! It's happening!
Finally.
And then we get outside, and one of our friends is like, oh, I'm coming too.
Fuming. I was fuming.
Will.
We can't name names.
I will
We-
not name and shame.
You know who you are.
And then the whole journey home, it was the two boys talking in front of me while I just like, I was 2 meters behind, like, oh, for goodness sake. And then we came back and I was like, right, that's it. That was my chance over. It's not
Big
going to happen
chance.
now. And then we went
Yeah.
to Galentine's a week after. And I was like so ready to have a nice girly night. We went to like salsa dancing, and then we were going to a gay club. And I was like, for
Heaven,
sure,
yeah.
I'm not going to get with anyone. I'm going to a gay club. I'm with my girls. We get there, and then this guy.
Wow. I was on a
Galentine's.
very different night out. I'd met up with Jacob, our old flatmate, for like a drink, and then we kind of went our separate ways at like 10 p.m. or something. And then I get the call from Will. He's like, we're going to Galentine's, and I was like, well, it's not okay. And then he was like, come to Henry's. So I get on a line bike, pedal over to Henry's. And then we just get horrendously drunk. I send a photo of me in the ski group chat with a box on my head. So you clearly saw that and thought that's the man for me. And then we go to heaven.
Yeah, so you, Will, Henry crash out girls' night, and then Jade just is like to me, "Are you gonna get with Harry? Are you gonna get with Harry?"
Classic Wang.
Yeah.
Classic one.
This when?
And then she goes to Harry. Oh, bless you. She goes to Harry and she's like, "You gonna get with Sophie?"
And in my head I was like, ain't
And
got a chance.
We both said no. It
No.
was never gonna happen. But then we get on the dance floor, and I was like,
It's
"You
when
know
we went-
what?"
It's when we went upstairs.
And then Harry starts rizzing her up like it's the 70s,
Yeah.
dancing
Yeah,
over.
you know me.
Harry
You know me.
just does a little wave.
You know what? I was in the club. You
In the
know,
club.
like, stuff happens, and then stuff happened.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. And
And now we're here because
the rest is history.
of Benedict.
Benedict?
Yeah.
Benedict. Well, hang on.
This one.
Benedict.
The one over there.
Because we were benzoned.
Benzo.
Oh,
Benzoned.
Benzo.
We were all benzoned.
You're all in the Ben zone.
Yeah.
You know where Benzo came from? You see, he was like, when he was employed, but he was doing nothing. Weeks on end.
That job,
This
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
And then one day he's just like, I got so many spare PC parts. Never had a console. Brother just starts buying shit to build a PC just for the TV from his old parts.
Well, now we use it like every weekend.
Oh yeah, there is a
You
PC
do,
down
to
there.
be fair.
Yeah.
And then obviously it needed a name.
It needed a name
The
for the
console
account.
name. The account name.
Benzo.
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 Benzoned.
Anyway.
Is there anything you want to ask us?
You know what? Let's cut them out.
Wow.
I have some
I
questions.
thought I had other things.
I have some. What grinds your gears?
New section.
No. Okay. If you could live anywhere in the world together
Oh.
for a year, where would
Yeah.
it
Like all of us?
For a year.
Or
Yeah.
just us two?
be? All of us.
All of us.
Oh, tough.
All of
'Cause
us.
Somewhere in Asia for sure.
Japan.
I
That
think
would
I'd
be
go
so
for.
cool.
For me, it's Hokkaido, skiing,
Hard.
and it's in Japan
Yeah.
and Sapporo as well.
That's my man.
Yeah.
That's not your man.
I agree.
That's my man. And my man.
Right.
I
Line
know
up,
you've been
line
working out, but I still got it.
And
I can-
sauna.
The sauna.
Ooh. Yeah.
Onsen.
with the boys.
Balls out.
Balls
We've all
out.
seen each other's
With the
willies.
girls. Onsen with
Titties
the
out.
fatties out.
Do you remember that time we were in the onsen in the Ryoku?
The outdoor one. Oh,
The one in the hotel,
yeah.
and like it was like the wall between like
Oh, yeah.
men's and women's, and we were just there like I don't know, just like
Because there was
look,
no
Willy,
other
Willy, Willy.
guests.
Yeah, and then we could just hear like Annika and Jade over the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, actually, okay. Cutting back to how you guys met. What was Jade's reaction to when she found out everything?
well, she was
She was
there.
involved.
She was
was
there
in- Did you
the
not listen to
entire
this
way.
story?
No, but,
The problem
So,
was
like,
she was
She
Did she
told us to.
see?
Yeah,
you
she
guys?
Yeah,
told
yeah,
us to get together. She saw us kissing on the dance floor.
Yeah.
She went home with us.
yeah. We got the bus back
Because
home
she still
together.
lived with Harry.
Yeah,
And then so the next morning, I would just see Jade.
Hello, Zishwen.
good morning.
Next episode.
Jade.
Well, I think after it happened, she was just like telling us how it was all. She was the
Oh, yeah.
sole reason.
She was like,
Taking full
Oh.
credit.
"It's
Of
because
course.
of me."
Yeah,
It's not like it's been brewing in his head for 5 years. It's
never,
just-
never.
How long have we been recording?
The ski. If that person didn't join you guys, it would have been so cute.
And they cut blocked.
Yeah, we have discussed though, because like we had like 7 people in 2 flats next to each other, and we did discuss that. Oh, if we were like in the same flat, everyone was like rotating beds, we might have like been in the same room or something. But it had just been like so awkward in such a small.
Share a bed.
Yeah, that is horrible. But
No, I think it was meant to be the way it was meant to be.
you had to see me on skis and go, wow. Yeah.
She
It's
didn't, you were on the
actually-
back slopes. she imagined it,
Yeah.
thought it so hot. Whoa,
Whoa.
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 It's really
Harder.
nice having a ski boyfriend. Because, like, he would hold my skis for me.
To be
Oh,
fair,
He
you're
would do
really
my
nice.
boots
Yeah.
up.
I'm too busy. I'd be too busy. Well, I am just too busy shredding. You're just there like going with Sophie on the greens.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a future investment. The quicker she learns, the more ski holidays we get.
I think you're ambitious.
I went on a red.
You did? Yeah.
Very well.
I
You
have a
told me you were
random
so prepared.
question.
Go for it.
If you had a museum, what would that museum exhibit?
This is a good question. And I have my answer
What
ready
would
to
your
go.
museum be full of? Harry had a good one.
I asked this at work today.
Did you?
People loved it.
Oh, nice.
The Roman Empire.
We think about it every day, right?
Just like how often guys think about the Roman Empire.
All of the Roman Empire.
That actually would be a really cool.
Surely, weapons are always cool.
Yeah.
Weapons.
I do like furniture,
That's a good one.
like really cool,
That's
Like
just
bespoke.
like Japandi
Yeah.
Mm.
furniture.
That's
That'd
just
be
a
awesome.
furniture shop.
What IKEA?
That's just like, yeah.
No, but like vintage,
Yeah.
like you would show like
shop.
shop, like no, you'd show like furniture from like the 60s, like
Oh, so it's
design
like
designers.
Yeah. You get that at like the design museum sometimes.
I love those.
You know, with furniture recently, I've seen like in one of the Simon videos, they were just doing some weird shopping thing. But anyway, they went into this furniture shop, and this plastic chair was like 600 quid a single
Oh.
chair. And it just no plastic chair. Doesn't matter how designer it is. Like
Yeah.
it didn't even look special, and it was like 600 quid. I can't believe that
That
those
makes
things
sense.
exist.
The designer wouldn't be 600 though.
No, but this was a single chair,
Oh.
not a chair set.
And of plastic, which is
And it
a cheap material.
yeah, so it's like.
It probably costs like what, £20
It
to
probably
make.
took like 2 hours to design. It was very basic product design.
3D printed. Oh, I really want a 3D printer.
What would you do with a 3D
Yeah, I
printer?
feel like I get bored after like 2
I would
prints.
make so many things. I want to make like a toothbrush holder. Like, really cute.
That's a
toothbrush
shout,
holders.
actually.
Or like really cute just holders for different things.
What would you
Just,
design it yourself?
just hold it.
I want a
Like
I
a
want a
matcha
sponge
chapstick.
holder. You know, where your kitchen sponge just gets like flown about everywhere. I want a nice holder.
How do you grease that? Just
I just
You
throw
throw
it and hope for the best.
No, but would you actually design stuff yourself, or are you just gonna download other people's 3D prints?
I would design. I would download and design. Best of both worlds.
She would adapt and adopt.
Adapt
Like-
and adopt.
How many times?
Adopt the designs and then adapt it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, how does
I was
those
very
two
confused,
words relate to design?
Like how many times have we thought, oh, if there was this little thing that you
Ah.
had,
Oh no,
All the
loads.
time.
Yeah.
3D printer,
No, I just didn't realize you went that into like 3D design.
or like a 3D printer, 3D printed like rice washing. I saw this thing on Instagram.
I saw that as
The
well.
rice
Yeah, it looks
washing thing
so
is
good.
cool.
I've not seen that.
It's amazing.
What is it?
Hmm.
It's like a
Describe
rice
it.
washer, but it's got like slits in it so that you can like pour the water out without the rice falling out.
So it's a sim.
No, but it's
So you-
it's
More to
very,
it than
like,
It uses like the water comes in and creates like a vortex to spin it round as well. There's many
Yeah.
high tech features here.
fancy sim.
Yeah,
And then
posh sieve.
But yeah,
I always think that. Oh, if I had a 3D printer, especially like if you know how to use 3D design, I'd just be making all sorts of shit. Anytime my brain is like, this
Hell
thing's
yeah.
not
Yeah.
stable, just make a case for everything and anything.
Everything's just in a plastic
Everything.
brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or like a shelf for Smiskies. You know, like
3D
a little,
printer shelf.
a little like house. For your
Oh, that
Oh,
would be
like
so
that.
cute.
I was like, why are you 3D printing a shelf?
So, like that
No, I know what you mean now. I know what you mean.
figurine shelf.
This is why I loved product design. I did it for AS level. It was so good.
We
What
have
would-
AS level product.
Yeah.
I wish we had that. We have business.
Should have
Ooh.
gone to a state school rather than private school.
We also had
Shut
it.
up.
Yeah.
Damn.
What would your museum be, Benedict? Sarah's 3D printed stuff.
Yeah. Her little shelves and houses and things.
Like, mine would be like public transport.
Ah, finally,
I
like the
didn't know I
TFL
got into
museum.
it.
old like
Yes,
trams
shoes.
and like old.
We
like,
we have
They
we have the
TFL
same shit.
shoes.
Well, all of our friends, we
Yeah,
got
we
every
all
single
got-
pair
yeah.
that like, different colorways between us.
Oh, like that. I was like, where the hell did you get a TFL
No,
shoes?
they're actually like.
They've got
TFL.
yeah, TFL X Adidas.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
collaboration. Yeah,
Okay, I thought. Okay, now I get it.
legit.
Yeah, just like old like
You wanna whip it out for the camera?
stuff that what?
Could get the shoes
the
out.
shoe is not here, unfortunately.
Well, I got great news for you.
What?
Leo's dad has nearly finished a steam train,
Oh,
and you know the boys are gonna shovel coal.
I
all
am
day long.
in. I want to.
I've
Yeah.
known this kid since I was probably earlier, but couldn't speak English. Let's call it 14. That train hasn't worked since. It's a proper full-size vintage steam train.
That's so cool.
Take-
And what, he's just
You
doing
are-
it up?
Mate, his dad just bought it out of a shed one time and was like, family, I got a train.
That's-
and everyone's like,
You know what I really
what
wanna
the
see,
fuck
though?
do you mean you bought a train?
That's the best impulse purchase in the world.
Well, it's a money sinker, but it's fun,
Yeah.
fun for me.
Fun for us, not spending a single
I'm telling
penny
you
and
to do the
turning it.
welding and the painting.
I really want to see like an airship.
Ooh.
Oh.
Like that, like old ways of transport that have kind of like, you know,
That's really cool.
really died out. Like I just feel like
God.
like seeing an airship, like I just can't even imagine what it would look like. Like,
Yeah.
just seeing one in real life would be really
I
cool.
was gonna say you
Like
can
preserving
show you
old
a few
stuff.
videos.
No, but
There's
like
some
a
photos.
scale.
There's some photos.
Like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
some photo. Like, come on. This
To actually
guy-
see it fly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see something in real life is very different.
Actually, probably extreme sports. I just have sports.
Yeah.
Sports stuff.
Extreme sports.
Just Red Bull everywhere.
Red bullshit
Yeah,
everywhere.
that's really cool.
Parachutes, Beyblades.
It would be cool to
That's
see
an
like
extreme sport.
how these sports evolved. Like How
Some
s-
guy died for sure.
A lot
Yeah.
of people
Imagine
died.
you just skiing. There was
Just
some
wooden
guy just
sticks.
strapped with a
He
stick.
just-
to his
yeah,
heels, like, guys, I
dude.
got
Fucking-
you know what? It's
No edge.
only men can come up with these sort of sports. It's like,
Idiotic.
listen, Harry, hear me out.
Wooden
Strap
planks.
this to your foot and go down this mountain. One incredible sport.
What about you guys?
I've been dreaming
What
about
was
mine
your
today
answer?
because Sophie asked me this last night. But
This is a recent thought.
yeah. So, like the reason I thought about it was they're shutting down Skype now after like 24. They're shutting it down.
Isn't it
Microsoft are
just
killing it.
Teams?
Well, I don't know. Like Teams is separate, but they
Mm.
bought Skype because Skype existed beforehand. And like for me, growing up as a kid, you'd like message all your friends on Skype, right? And you play, yeah, MSN as well. Like you just play video games, and chat over Skype, like calls and stuff. So they're shutting it down, but it'd be just like cool to like preserve these old bits of technology that we grew up with. So
The
it'd be
science
like
museum. You're describing the science museum.
no, because it'd be focused particularly on like apps and websites. So it's like, would it be cool to like open up Instagram from 10 years ago before all the algorithmic crap got, and it's just chronological, the old interface, just like be able to swipe through it,
YouTube.
and then just like have Skype. Obviously, it will be taken down, but like a local copy running on two computers, and you
Yeah.
can type to each
Isn't
other.
there a Google? Isn't there a website that you
Web
can
archive.
take it back, but it doesn't work for everything? I'm assuming.
No,
Yeah.
so it'd just be like cool to like snapshot like apps
that would be good actually.
like throughout
Yeah.
history.
Because we grew up in
that
that
would be good.
era.
I was ready to
MSN.
defend.
Yeah.
MSN.
But it's also
MSN
like,
was so
yeah,
good.
wouldn't it be cool to use like the original iPhone with the original interface? Like you couldn't, there was no app store. Just like,
Yeah. And like Blackberries.
yeah, BBM.
Have you seen the
I never
Blackberry
had one.
movie?
I never
that
had
came
one
out.
My
Have you seen the
dad
Blackberry
had one.
movie?
No.
No.
It's a movie?
It's a movie. No, it's literally like what's the name for him? It's like a movie, like a documentary movie, but it's
Yeah.
obviously like the real story, but like it's like told as like a proper movie type of thing and how they failed. Because obviously BlackBerry like innovated the whole
They were
essentially
they were
smartphone
huge.
market. They
Yeah.
innovated the smartphone market and online messaging, and then but they just kind of stopped innovating to like touchscreens and all of that because they were like people love the buttons, and then
They were
iPhone
just-
happened, and then they panicked, and then they all just
Yeah. Blackberry walked so iPhones could run.
Yeah.
like they figured out because their biggest problem was is like back in the day there was like a very sharp limit on how much the network itself could handle. So there was like loads of they had to like do so much like special infrastructure like system level design to like originally I think when their first BlackBerry came out they could only have 500,000 Blackberries on the network at the time. Otherwise, and there's even like back in the day when it just broke, the BlackBerry just broke. 'Cause they
That's
kept
not
selling.
good leverage business modeling.
Business this, business that. Anyway, great movie, watch it.
Yeah. What would your museum be?
I was literally thinking about this on the train on the way here. And it's really hard because I don't have a specific interest. I like so many things. Sorry, hit your mic there.
Architecture, surely.
Maybe right now in this current moment, I've been really into
In this economy?
flowers in decor.
I love
So
that.
maybe something like that, like flowers, but in a cup form, or in a table, or in a mug, or like a notebook.
She just bought a flower mug and plate set. Like yesterday.
And I'm
She's
obsessed.
obsessed. So we're making a museum out of it.
So Sophie wants a garden centre.
Yeah.
garden
You want the
centre?
science museum.
Yeah. You want
want-
the TFL museum
You want the transport museum.
Yeah.
But bigger.
with,
Ooh.
with a
Wanted-
Zeppelin in.
What did you want, Sarah? Rachel?
Furniture.
Furniture. You wanted IKEA, and I wanted Red Bull.
So what we're not
Flowers?
creative at all, and we've just regurgitated existing ideas.
Existing museums.
No, but like flowers, but they're not flowers. Anything flower related, but it's not a flower.
Huh?
Yeah.
Please elaborate.
Huh?
So like a flower sofa.
Lego.
It's not a real flower, but it's flower.
Fala.
A flower.
A flower.
A flower?
Oh, you mean like you're
I like
obsessed with that
flowers.
sort of thing. Like,
Yes.
I thought you like obsessed with flowers, but on stuff and made out of flowers.
No.
She wants the floral.
No.
Floral vibe.
Just
Design.
flowers
Yes.
design. Yeah.
The vibe.
You know
It's a
what?
vibe.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's
I would-
sunshine and fun and summer.
Yes, I would want my Pinterest board, but like in real life. That would be great.
All on the walls.
My Pinterest board is just clothes and nails.
I don't have a Pinterest.
I
board.
don't have
feel like
Pinterest.
that now.
Yeah, I kind of want one.
What's yours?
My Pinterest board. Just clothes. It's fashion.
Oh, fashion.
You know what the flower vibe reminds me of? You wanting the flower designs. One of the biggest things I miss from like the 2000s is, you know, when the all like sea life designs were in, when everything, like you could buy soap and it was just like everywhere. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't a good look. But as a kid,
Didn't
Yeah.
it
they were
hit
just like fish everywhere.
No.
whole
in
thing
the
about
bathroom?
bubbles,
In the bathroom. You know when you pull the light and it's a fish on the end, and
But it
you're
was
like,
but it was just more. I feel like everything's like losing its like funness, whereas that was just fun.
Yeah.
You know
When
what I mean?
I grew up, like my family bought this house when I was like 6 years old. We moved in and they were like doing it up as you go along. And we used to have a like sea themed toilet. seat.
yes, I know the exact one. I
I've
know
heard
the
that.
exact one.
Full of dolphins and shit.
You're-
Starfish.
You guys are getting a new bathroom.
Hey, yo!
Bring it back.
But you know what I mean? I feel like things, vibes, like everyone had its own designs.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's is the best example. It's old school McDonald's. Every McDonald's was fun.
It was
Now
so
it's just
fun.
A dead
Yeah.
burger for a cheap price.
Why is it?
Yeah, cost of living.
Yeah.
It's so
'Cause
sad
it
for
lives-
kids because like all the colors just draining
It's the
from their like
colours, yeah.
childhood.
Just because we just grew up.
No, but I mean, apparently that happens too. But like, I feel like the designs of stuff is like
Yeah.
getting to like so monotone
Yeah, for
Like-
sure.
because people don't want to be different. They just want to fit in and make profit.
They want to mass produce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that'd
the
be
biggest thing. I guess that's why every McDonald's was the same, because you just buy the same panel over and over again.
Yeah.
Cause he lives.
Because he lives.
I want to ask about how to maintain friendships because we've been friends for a long time.
How to maintain friendship.
Like having long-term friendships.
I think our group of friends for a very long time had so little beef
Yeah,
Yes.
until.
inside the
Till recently.
until there was.
I actually don't think a lot of the friendships that I have take a lot of maintenance, and that's what makes them so good.
Yeah.
The fact that you can meet up after not speaking for so long and still resume from where you left off with,
Yeah, I think that's key.
Mm.
that is.
Like not speak for 6 months, turn
I
up.
don't think it actually takes that much to maintain a good friendship. In my
I
opinion.
think it's not having expectations. Well, not having expectations, but unreasonable expectations. Don't get me wrong. If I break down in America with my car and I call Benedict and he's in the UK, you better get a flight. You better get a flight. But that's Benedict.
Poor boy.
Hey, hop on the first flight to New York. I'm stuck in a desert. What am I supposed to do?
High maintenance.
Extremely.
Needy.
I feel like some people don't have friends from when they were young. Like sometimes people have friends who are like
I do.
new friends, but I feel like most of my friends is when I was younger, you know, as a young teenage girl
How young? Do you mean not friends from like how young?
from school and like Benedict and like
Oh.
growing up.
I don't really have friends from like primary school though.
Mm,
They actually don't.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I live with someone I went to primary school with.
But to be fair, I moved countries, so that's what I still
Yeah.
have one really good friend in Hungary.
That's nice.
So
Yeah. Because people change so much,
Yeah.
and like
mm.
we're all so different.
To be fair though, I'm at like
I would just like to say that Benedict hasn't changed.
true say.
Everyone else has changed.
Yeah.
He is the one constant in my life.
The black
He's-
hole, the
Benzo.
benzo,
The benzo.
the benzo is never changing.
He just gets deeper and deeper into the bend.
Mr. Consistent.
Oh, that's amazing.
We came full circle. Who did it?
No, my longest friend, my oldest friend is also my best friend. So I
Aw.
feel
Yeah.
like it's like what when you get to know someone for so long and you go through so much with them and like you go through all these ups and downs, you kind of just know them so well that you like it's almost like you become family, and that's what makes my friendships last. Like when
Yeah.
I consider my friends as family, because I think I have loads of friends that I would consider as family, especially since I've been away from home since 13. It would the people I surround myself in this country are my like chosen family.
I got the
Mhm.
same.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so tight with most people that I meet, because yeah, it's the same really, isn't it? All my family lives somewhere else, so I'm kind of used to like. Obviously, it's a different vibe, but it just makes sense, doesn't it? When you're far away, you kind of make up your own family. But I've known like Leo and Scott, and to be fair, the Welling lot,
Yeah.
like me, Scott, Vinny, Leo, especially, have been tight since secondary school. I mean, I hang out with Leo's mum regularly.
That is adorable. That is
That's so
adorable.
I was literally like I literally went for Malaysian with Leo's mum, Leo's stepdad, and Leo's girlfriend.
You're the adopted son.
Yeah, no, they straight up adopted me. They just messaged me, got a group chat. We messaged
Oh,
sometime,
you in the
coffee.
family chat?
Yeah. I went to their wedding. I was at Leo's mum and stepdad's wedding.
That's adorable.
Class. Oh, I had something. No.
Friends.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like when you have such deep rooted like understanding of like who someone is at their core, when you go through stuff at life, it's like stories that build up on them, but you still know them. So it's like you don't have to speak to them all the time.
You know what it is as well? I think our friends, especially, we're very real with each other, I'd say.
Real?
Yeah. Like, very much like, if you don't like something, we say it. But we also don't get upset too much if, like, someone says something. And just the generic, like, we're very accepting as well. Like, we never really act fake or anything around each other. Like, I have seen friend
Mhm.
groups where it always feels like it's a slightly like
It's like a bit of a show sometimes.
yeah, a bit of a show. Like the tone changes, and you're
Mm.
just like, and that's quite a regular thing, to be honest, with a lot of people. Whereas I think with us, we're all so different, but we all just accept and we bond it into the benzo.
It all boils down to the benzo.
Yeah, because if you try to, the friendships where you have to put on an act or not say the stuff that you want to say, those are more draining than perhaps someone who like you just don't like. Because at least if you don't like them, it's like it's out there and they know the real you and it's authentic.
And you're like, fuck off,
Yeah. Fuck you.
No.
fuck off.
But you can't say that with the middle people. It's like
Oh yeah.
that's why it's so much more
Where
draining.
When
or
you
like
want
you
to
just-
say fuck off, but you can't.
Or not even that. Sometimes you just like you just know that like you can't say certain things because they might get upset, and then you end up saying it, and then they get upset, and then you're just like, what? What's the problem?
And what?
And what?
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's plenty.
of
I think we've
content.
been.
Content.
I'm not gonna lie. This one was
long.
hilarious.
We've
this one,
got some gold in there.
this one's gonna have memes. this one's gonna have memes.
Toyota Prius.
Toyota Prius.
Prius bit.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
watching.
Thanks for having us on Cube.
Yes, thank
We
you.
had a lovely time.
We'll be back, I'm
and
sure.
we will eat
You
pancakes.
100% will be back.
Oh.
Thanks, guys.
Adios.
Bye bye. Bye bye, people of the nets.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
Oh.